you have made it and we're almost to the end. So this is the part that traders learn well into their career and rarely think about in the first days of trading. So this is the wisdom talk we're going to have. Everyone loves a strategy, but no one wants to talk about their own behavior. But a lot of traders fail because of their own behavior, because of their own emotional inconsistency. So I want to show you the power of compounding, which is how we're going to build our accounts from these very simple 30 pip moves. And hopefully this will help you adjust your mindset. So as you grow your account, the only thing that's going to change is your position size, not the way we trade it, not the rules, only your position size. Let's look at what a 30 pip win looks like. So one clean 30 pip move on a $500 account is about 48 bucks. $1,000, about $96, and a $5,000 account, it's about $480. This is not 10 trades. This is not all day. This is one clean move, one session. Take your pips and walk away. That's the discipline. Now let's look at what a loss looks like. On a $500 account, you lost about $25. A $1,000 account, about $50. And on a $5,000 account, you lost $250. Okay, this is why we don't widen our stops and we don't take revenge trades. A controlled loss is the cost of running this statistical model. It's not a failure. It's built into the numbers, built into the math. So your losses are math. With an 80% model, 1 in 5 trades is a loss. That's planned. If you lose and panic, then you forgot the model. We're going to work with this compounding engine. So wins will grow. Your losses will stay controlled. Compounding works, but it only works if your behavior stays boring. Because if your behavior becomes emotional, then the compounding, the whole math structure collapses. For this conversation, we're not adjusting for spread, slippage, or commissions. That's a broker level thing, but just for right now, follow this math. Let's look at what this model does to an account over a period of time. So this is assuming that we have a $1,000 account, that we're trading our 80% model, risking 5%, 3 trades a week at a 2-to-1 risk to reward. In the first 30 days, you're just proving that consistency works, and that $1,000 account could be about $1,600. After 90 days, now your belief starts shifting into this is actually becoming real, and that $1,000 account is closer to $4,000. In 6 months, well, now it should be becoming real, and your $1,000 account could be roughly $13,000. After a year, you're now completely over your emotion. You are only trusting the plan and the structure, and you're rewarded with making that $1,000 account into about $175,000. And if you continue doing this for 3 years, well, that's life-changing. You could be then making over $1 million or more just off of doing this structure. The numbers grow fast, but only if your behavior stays boring. And that's where people self-sabotage. They don't trust the growth, so they interfere. They interfere by moving their stops, by getting emotional, getting reactive. Stick to the boring behavior. So this only works if you protect the model. If you only take 3 trades per week, you accept your losses, you don't move stops, you don't overtrade, you respect your 5%, you stop after your trade. If you break these, compounding collapses. Let the math be your reason to stay on track with your mindset. So can you really do this? If you can follow a plan, if you can take 1 clean trade, if you can accept a stop and log it and come back tomorrow, then yes, you can do this. The strategy isn't the limiter. Your tolerance for growth is, and that's real. So what if you lose? You log it. You check whether the loss was clean or emotional, and then you reset. The next day is a brand new clean slate. No spiraling, no doubling down, no adjusting your risk, no revenge trades. 1 loss does not invalidate the model, but breaking the rules does. Trading requires boring behavior, so wealth grows from repetition, not adrenaline. If you need excitement, trading will punish you. If you can tolerate boring, then trading will reward you. Why most people fail is because they can't regulate their emotion. When they win, they get greedy. When they have a drawdown, they get scared. They are afraid to scale in, so they don't trust themselves. They don't trust their model. This model prepares you for the future version of you that's going to ask that same question. So when you start scaling up, you've got to be able to handle those bigger numbers. That's why it's important to have a great structure. All right, here are the 3 beginner triggers. The first one is the fear of being wrong. It keeps beginners from entering entirely. 2 is the fear of missing out, and it leads people to chase entries. And the third is the fear of losing money, so they move stops. These are all emotional. None of these are structural. And this is why we follow the checklist. Structure beats emotion every time. Here's your emotional map. If you're anxious, don't enter. Angry, just log off. Confused, skip it. Desperate, hard pass. If you're neutral, bored, trade. Emotional neutrality is required to be a great trader. It's not optional. If you feel charged up, then you're not objective. And this is objective work. So what does calm even look like? Calm traders wait. They follow their checklist. They let the setup come to them. They take one trade. They walk away. Except that not trading is also winning. So here's our daily schedule. On trade day, you're going to open the charts, run your checklist, mark your structure, define your bias, take a break, return during your prime window, execute the trade, close the platform, go to bed. The routine will protect the psychology. So adopt, if you will, a calm trader mentality. You can say, I trade clean setups. I follow the rules. I trust the plan. I don't chase. I take one trade and I'm done. You're not chasing money. You're executing a model. So now, with all of this, you have an exact sequence, a risk model, emotional protocol, the stop discipline, the compounding structure, and a community. There's only one variable left, and that's your consistency. And consistency is a choice. You are ready.